What am I doing? Just an amateur here. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I would like to share something that's been helping me with you, and I'm just gonna share these things weekly, focusing on energy. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. And I know I've only made one video, so what am I really welcoming you back to? Allow me to introduce myself, because you really don't know me. I'm just a girl who posted one video on the internet about apartment hunting in NYC, and then just kind of fell off the map. So I guess let's roll back to August 2020, the last time we spoke to each other. So basically, I was apartment hunting. There was the initial video that you saw, but I ended up obviously not in that apartment, if you can tell. So I ended up continuing to hunt, found other apartments, recorded that, then found this apartment, recorded that. I had like a move-in tour, a move-out video from like my last apartment, and it was all gonna be combined. I had a video talking about the rental process, just like answering common questions, and I thought about doing it as a series. What really kind of prevented all of those from moving forward wasn't being lazy or not having the material or being underprepared. It was really just being like, what am I doing? We haven't even built a relationship, and yet I'm taking you on this series as if you're so invested in my life. It just didn't feel genuine yet for me personally. Not knocking anybody else, that's just a me thing. I don't know if I've mentioned this in my last video, but I work in the film industry, so for those who don't know, it was shut down in New York City for a couple months, and then it reopened like the end of July, I believe. So when the fall came, it got kind of busy for me in a good way. I went upstate, I recorded content up there, I did a hiking video. There was like a treasure hunt I went on when I was up there. It's not to say that all the content I recorded in the latter half of 2020 will never make it onto this channel. It's just to say that I really need to figure out like what the purpose was. Am I just uploading this strictly for entertainment purposes? Like, what do I want you to walk away with? How will this enrich your life? How will this enrich my life? Because I couldn't answer those questions for those videos, I decided kind of go back into hibernation and into the think tank and just really think about why I was doing this in the first place again and what my purpose is here. In true Capricorn fashion, I pulled back because it wasn't perfect, and here we are, 2021, a couple months later. Some secret things are happening in my life, and I do want to share. It's not like I'm being elitist or like exclusive or not trying to share some information with the small audience that I have here so far, but it is to say that I have taken the time to really be productive outside of working on film projects and commercials for work wise. I was also working on a lot of things for my personal self. For the past maybe 3 years, since about 2017, I've really been focused on my mental healing and spiritual journey, connecting with my spirituality, religion, and kind of like figuring that out for myself, healing past traumas, doing some shadow work. And it's been a really long journey, but not in a bad way, in a good way. It's just been, I don't know, for everybody, I'm sure, that's worked on shadow work, is currently working on shadow work, you know how challenging and difficult that journey and process is and how long it can last. But I'm here to say I'm still in it, but I'm on the side of it now that is allowing me to really put what I've been working on into action and into practice. So I'm really excited about that. What else? I guess let's tap into my vision board. That might kind of give a clue on some of the things I've been working on the past few months that I'm not like ready to share. One of them things is I got this ring light. I don't know why it took me so long to get one because it really was not expensive. It's just me. This is my vision board up here. There's a missing gap right here, as you can see. This is where a car will be because I know I live in New York City, but 2021, we get in a car, period. You can see what's happening, kind of, sort of. Zoom in, pause, if you're really that nosy and curious. Not gonna go into depth until it's time to kind of reveal each specific thing. All right, so before we tap out, I don't want to forget a couple of other talking points for this video. What I want to focus on is healing and execution and taking you guys on that journey with me. I am not going to tell you what to do or how to do it. I am here kind of as an example. You can watch me go through a process, decide if things work for you or not, that you maybe want to try, and apply that to your life. There's so many different ways of going on a healing journey. I think it's important that, I hope my audio is not really sounding like real sketchy this whole video, because I feel like my headphones be tapping in and out. I talk with my hands a lot, by the way, obviously. So that's the theme. That's been my theme, like I said, since 2017, is healing. So we're really now enjoying the fruits of our labor in 2021. That's kind of what I want to focus on. Not because it's 2021, but because I'm 28. Making it to chapter 28 is a very sweet moment for me. I can be bittersweet about my birthday depending on the year, but for 28, I was like, Ashley, you need to really be focused on execution, because you love to plan, you love to research, you love to conceptualize, you love to brainstorm, but between research and then doing that middle work, you have to kind of get to execution at some point. And my biggest struggle is actually executing an idea. Sometimes I can talk myself out of it. Who can relate? Who can relate? I talk myself out of it, like, oh, it's not good enough, blah, 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 blah. Or, oh, it's not ready. Like, I need more pieces. I need to do more things. I need to do more research. Like, da, 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 da. Or, oh, the time has passed. The ship has sailed. Or, oh, these pieces fell apart and it's not working out for the time frame that I had in mind. So just like, it, we're not gonna do it, you know? I get like that. I'm that type of girl. So I'm trying not to be that type of girl anymore. I'm really trying to focus on just executing and not necessarily putting out lower quality or crap, you know, but just not trying to be a perfectionist to the point that it's detrimental for me and that I just don't advance, don't progress because I'm just trying to be perfect, whatever the hell that even means. So I would like to share something that's been helping me with you, and I'm just gonna share these things weekly, share things that are helping me, what I've been putting into practice, and hopefully they can help you. And it's nothing new or that you haven't heard of, nothing innovative, it's just genuinely and honestly what I'm doing. So focusing on energy, like planetary energy, has really been a focus of mine in the past few months, and how they affect my life specifically, or our life, our choices, going with or against the grain, if it's helpful or not, you know. So I was looking into how in ancient times, you know, the days of the week came from planets, like they aligned with different planets and different gods who ruled over those planets, and it kind of created energy or theme of how that day would go if you work with the grain and not against the grain, so that the energy is working for you. Monday is the day of the moon. It is the day of intuition and emotions. I like to use Mondays now, not as like, oh, it's Monday, like what a drag, like it's the beginning of the week, like let's get started on the week. More so, it's like, okay, how are you feeling emotionally? If this is the time of the moon is about intuition. Where is your emotional well-being? Check in. If it's a little foggy, if there's things I need to work on, what are those things? Get that in order. Set the emotional tone that I want for the week. Really listen to my gut, really listen to my body, really listen to my heart, really listen to my mind, my third eye, and just kind of find some emotional balance. Ow, oh my god. I have press-on nails and snag my hair. Tuesday is Mars. I mean, if you know Mars energy, it's like the god of war. You know, it's action, it's chaotic, it's energetic. It is really the day to put any plans that you've been kind of working on into motion. Really tackle some shit, really be assertive, make decisions. It's a great day to make big important decisions if you have any. As of turning 28, my personal new year recently passed. My new motto is not shit happens, take life as it comes. It's either you make shit happen or you don't make shit happen. And obstacles will arise, but it shouldn't really prevent you from either making shit happen or not. It should just make it a little bit more challenging or a little less challenging. Can't approach life passive aggressive anymore. It needs to be assertive and actionable. It can't just be, I'll take life in strides and kind of go with the flow. I do want to, be a little bit less stubborn and stuck in my ways and go with the flow in that sense. But when it comes to executing things and making life decisions, I really want to be more assertive and less passive about how I take action in my life, because I'm the only one in control of it, no outside forces. Wednesday is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is a communication planet. It's a good day to have a very real or very important conversations, have business meetings, conversations with yourself. For me, like when I'm feeling away, in order to get out of a crappy mood, I have to look at myself in the mirror and be like, girl, however you need to talk to yourself. Maybe you need to do it like a little bit more gentle, but for me, I need to just be like, girl, no, this is not gonna work. Figure it out. Start over. You need to cry. You need to look at yourself, watch yourself cry, really feel that cry. Spring into action. Now that your mind is clear, you've got rid of that kind of foggy energy, spring into action. Communicate with yourself, communicate with others. It's a great time also to work on ideas. It's a good day to brainstorm. It's that middle of the week kind of energy as well. It's just a good day to kind of like work on some new ideas. Focus on your creativity in a sense. Every day kind of focuses on creativity, but with it also being about kind of that middle of the week energy, you really want to check in with your mental, emotional, spiritual, physical well-being. Make sure you're feeling good in all ways, and if you're not, maybe address what needs to be addressed. Like I said, that combo in the mirror, that's how you address it. Thursday. So Thursday is ruled by Jupiter. Oh my gosh. We're ruled by Jupiter currently. 2021 energy. So obviously Jupiter is about expansion. It's about abundance. So you really want to use Thursday, if you aren't using every day to be grateful, which you should be, use this day to really ground your gratitudes. Be thankful to yourself, to your loved ones that contribute to your well-being and your growth. Be thankful for your spiritual practice, your blessings, the resources that you do have. Don't focus on what you don't have and lack right now. Really focus on what you have and really being happy about having that, even if you don't have a lot, because gaining more doesn't necessarily mean you'll feel better or you'll, gain more happiness. It'll just be more things. You really have to address and check in. So if you're not practicing gratitude, it kind of can become easy to overlook what you do have going for yourself in your life currently. It's a good time to focus on finances, bro. I'm pretty good with finances. I don't really struggle there, but I did pay off all my credit card debt by the end of 2020, so round of applause for that. But yeah, focus on expanding your bank, your pockets, that coin. Focus on expanding your spiritual and mental knowledge. It's a great day to learn things. I'm a big fan of online learning on platforms. Love me a good online learning. CourseHorse is a great resource for that. I ain't getting paid or sponsored by nobody, just a plug. Friday is ruled by Venus, the planet of love and creativity and connection. So it's a great time to focus on quality. Key is quality time with your loved ones. And that doesn't just mean your romantic partner, because maybe you don't have one. It could be your family, your friends, your pets, yourself. It's a great time to spend quality time with your loved ones and really connect, focus on that bond It's also a good time to make love or give birth to a new project. So whether that be pitching a project to a potential investor or potential partner, pitching a project to a friend, pitching a project to yourself in the mirror just to make sure it's good, it's a great time to do that because you really feel that bubbly energy. So it's a good time to kind of like expand and like push that energy into personal relationships and also personal projects. Saturday is ruled by Saturn, which is my ruling planet. She's a bitch. She's a motherfucker. This is the internet. I can't be cursing. She is a... Saturn be putting me through the ringer. I swear. I swear. We've been in Saturn since like, what, 2017? And then in retrograde. And I was like, can we get out of Saturn? I mean, I know she rules Capricorn, but... I'm dying in Saturn. Oh my god, I think this is why the shadow work was so hard. But I'm also glad that I used that time to focus on it. Because boom, Saturn might be choke, but by the end, it really be like, you was right, you be knowing. Saturday, not Sunday, not Monday, but Saturday is a great day for planning the following week ahead. It's a great day for getting your house in order because the way your house looks is the way your mind looks and feels. And I know when my house is kind of not in order, I just be chaotic and all over the place. My ADHD be flaring the hell up and it's just be like, breathe, breathe, breathe. I really got that from Janae on Jay Shetty's podcast, like on YouTube. She was talking about how meditation more about breathing through every moment, good, bad, difficult, whatever. So when I'm feeling that chaotic energy, I just am like, whew, breathe. Or when I'm feeling like super energetic because like some good news is happening, it's like, breathe, because I don't want to miss the experience. So yeah, it's a good time to focus on housework, homework if you're in school, planning for the week ahead, just getting your life together, balancing and grounding yourself and addressing any personal issues. You're like, oof, another week went by and I had a lot of negative self-talk and I've really been trying to work on that. It's like, oof, Saturday is a great time to check in and be like, okay, have I really been working on this habit of mine that I want to change for the betterment of my well-being? Again, tap into that mirror conversation with yourself, okay? And be like, hey, so we need a chit chat. We need a chit chat. Oh, you see how? Hold on, y'all. Baby, it's the bar for me. It's the bar for me. Do you see her out here bobbing freely? Oh, stiff wear. Stiff wear. I don't know how to behave. This is my first time straightening my hair in 3 years. I cut my hair back in 2018. I usually straighten my hair like twice a year in the winter because I don't really have to worry about doing like overnight protective styles and things like that. But when I cut it in 2018, I just kind of kept a fro situation going. So I was just like straightening for why. I don't need the bowl cut, you know what I mean? Anyways, Sunday is ruled by the sun. It is a day of relaxation and connecting with self. So it is that time to focus on your inner well-being, to reflect, focus on your spiritual growth, relax your mind and body, and kind of be in a meditative trance, whatever that means to you. I know Sundays is a day that my boyfriend really likes to go to the studio. It's a great day because he's very meditative in his practice. It's a good day to take, for yourself, to do what you want to do. That doesn't necessarily mean you have to lay around, but you can lay around. There's nothing wrong with that. But you can also work on something if that's really what's going to relax you. But really take that time to get some rest. It's really just focusing on kind of going with the flow. If you want to be social, if that's what you need, do that. If not, don't. This has become an exceptionally long video. And here we are. And before I forget, schedule. We are going to have a schedule, okay? Saturdays. I'm uploading every Saturday because if that's the day that we're supposed to get our lives in order, we gonna get our lives in order together, period. That is gonna be like these kind of weekly videos where we're just sitting and chit-chatting. And then I'm gonna upload another day during the week. I'm just kind of having a hard time deciding what day. It's either going to be Wednesday, that hump day energy, or Thursday, Jupiter energy. And that's what we'll do. We'll do twice a week for sure, every Saturday, and then hopefully every Wednesday or Thursday. I'm going to try to be as diligent as possible, but for now, for sure, once a week. But yeah, thank you for tuning in to yet another video of mine. You can follow me on my socials. They'll be somewhere on the screen. I said 2021 and 28 has a lot in store for me, so it's gonna be a lot to share with you guys. Let's see, what is the discussion for this video? What is something that you have to do or turn to when you're feeling very unfocused or chaotic or sad or angry that helps you rebalance yourself and regain clarity? Kind of a healthy practice. So like I said, for me, it's talking to myself in the mirror, allowing myself to feel those emotions and honoring and validating those emotions, and then talking to myself through those emotions in the mirror, and then talking to myself about a solution to how I'm feeling, what triggered it, and how we can either not be triggered by that anymore, or how we can not get lost or drown because of that trigger. Put it in the comments. Love you guys. Bye.